Welcome to the May update of Carter. Now we've had some amazing things happen this month. We had both May and RoboChat achieve viral attention on TikTok during our first ever content push as a business. We're super excited about that. But we want to spend this time just telling you all of the awesome things that other people have been building with Carter.
So let's start with Charles AI. This is one of the oldies of the project section, but it's one of our favorites because it was built with great intentions. Charles AI is a system that's designed to comfort people who are feeling lonely using Carter. It simulates an awesome personality that just keeps you company and does useful things. We love it. We can't wait to see where Charles goes next. So next up is Jasmine. Jasmine is this cool assistant, but it's got a few twists. So it appears Jasmine is built on top of one of our open source boilerplates. So Jasmine, she lives in the web and she's got an animated UI so that when she speaks, she moves, she talks to you. We really love it. So here's a different one. What about a robot? There's an amazing developer in the community who's taking Carter and building a robot arm that can play Connect 4, but not just play Connect 4, actually talk to you while it's playing and keep track of what's going on in the physical game of Connect 4, all using the Carter API. Incredible project. Can't wait to see how that build goes. Scarlet is a Discord moderation AI that's built on top of Carter. It uses the intelligence to manage Discord communities. How awesome is that? We've also got a really cool use case of using Carter in a customer service place, which is not something that we're trying to build for, but there's an amazing project called Logbug that uses Carter to basically show people how to use this awesome new product that tracks bugs in different pieces of software. And finally, we've got a Chrome extension that's being built with Carter to allow people to bring their Carter agents into whatever experience they want on the web, just through a Chrome extension. How cool is that? So we've got a brand new plugin system coming soon, and somebody is getting ahead of the game building Lazy Plugins. Lazy Plugins is a service to allow developers to easily build plugins for Carter agents. We have our own tooling, and a developer in the community who's behind CarterPy and Carter.js has now built this amazing UI, this amazing web tool that allows people to easily create and add plugins to existing agents really, really easily in a nice graphical UI. It's a super cool project and it looks awesome as well. Now moving on to the next chapter of the business, which is a huge content push. So you may have noticed we're in our podcast set right now. This isn't the sort of sitting area of the office. This is a set. We film a podcast here every single week. It's called GPT, and you can check it out in the description of this video below if you want to check it out. There's loads of stuff, basically just us talking about AI, the future of this industry, the future of gaming, and we also just tackle some topical stuff as well. We do live Q&As. If you want to check it out, we would love to have you as part of the GPT audience. Moving on, we've got some new team members. Should we go and talk to them?
Nathan, it's your first month at Carter, and it's been a crazy busy one already. What have you been up to? What's been good? What's been tough?
So kind of when I joined, Hugh gave me the job of basically giving the agents more kind of agency, so they can steer conversations. So say if your girlfriend's dog has to go to the vet, it can kind of reference that back to understand that might be something that affects you.
Yeah.
And then ask you about that, like how are you feeling about your girlfriend's dog?
Yeah, so that's a super critical part of the system, and that's been a major focus.
So that was a huge challenge, just, number one, just getting to grips with the system as a whole, and then implementing this. But it looks like it works quite well.
Awesome.
And we're gonna roll it out very soon.
Yeah,
I think.
Awesome.
It should be cool.
Nice one. Amazing work. So that's what's going on in the conversation engine this month. And the other big thing is what's going on with plugins with our basically lead developer on that project, Callum. Callum, super busy month.
Yeah.
What's been good? What's been tough this month?
Well, progress on plugins is going really well. It's going to be really powerful for developers to extend the functionality of the agent. It's taken slightly longer than expected because we really want to get it right. We want the experience to be really good for developers. And also it needs to be safe because obviously it's interacting quite closely with the conversations that people are having. But yeah, it's going very well.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we are going to be ready very soon with plugins.
We are.
Are there any issues in terms of I know a bunch of people are waiting to build plugins. They've got a million ideas.
We're so excited. We might give a few people some early access, but it should, in theory, be ready to go out to everyone at the same time.
Awesome. Amazing work, man.
Great, thanks.
Hey, Game is almost ready. Yeah. Really good month. What's been good? What's been tough this month?
So this one, the toughest thing is to make the party system working, and add the API key so that you can switch agent with your party members. So they could be anyone. So they can be changed to different personality anytime according to your agent. So do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's have a look.
So we can ask him what's his name.
And so we're expecting him to say Polly.
Yeah. But then we can now change our API.
To change the character.
Yeah, change the character API.
Polly can be anyone.
Yeah, can be anyone. So this one is the test person. And then you can ask him again. What is your name? Hey, he's test now.
Yeah. So the game is still in early days, but it's already a social space where people can bring any Carter character that they create, which is super fun.
Yes.
Awesome. So what's been tough this month?
The toughest thing would be putting it on iOS.
On iOS.
Yeah, it is so painful. There's so many rules you have to follow.
That's Carter with game dev. Dad, May has been a super busy month. Tons of stuff going on with content.
Yeah.
What has been good and what's been tough?
Well, this week we hit a milestone. We've just crossed 100,000 views in the last month. So that's
epic.
really
On YouTube?
good. Yeah, on YouTube, and we're close to 1,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for any small channel.
Amazing work.
So we're cracking on with those. That's going really well.
Yeah.
The TikToks have been blowing up.
Yeah.
Really successful in those. So everything's kind of going in the right direction.
Yeah, we've taken it up a notch.
Yeah, for sure. We've definitely leveled up the content, and we're getting better and better with every single one.
Yeah, for sure. So what's been the challenge in May? Because it hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows.
No, I've been building this new computer, and it's taking forever. Things have gone wrong. Finding new bits and the right bits, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
We've also filmed, several bits where a podcast where we just lost the whole footage.
Yeah, the setup isn't perfect. It's getting better, but yeah, it's still, everything takes a bunch of time.
Yeah, we'll just learn from our mistakes and carry on.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Thank you. So Hugh, busy month. What's good? What's been good? What's been bad?
Yeah, it's been a ridiculously busy month. I think the biggest challenge for us is because we're releasing now a brand new system. There's a lot of tiny jobs that all accumulate into quite a complex system, and so getting that right and easy to understand, easy to navigate has been a bit of a challenge internally. But we're now at the end of it, which is amazing. But yeah, it's been a bit of a challenge to do that.
Hey man, so what issues have you had this month? What's the challenges you've been facing?
Issues. Okay, so this month has been a really big push, basically for building the community, building people using Carter. Everything's basically ticking along. The product is almost there. So the big push has been getting people into the Discord, getting users, and just getting usage of the system so that we can iterate and improve. The great thing is that we've been doing a great job of that. But the tough thing is that you don't immediately see how much effort everything takes. Everything is so much effort. Every piece of content needs to be toiled over. Audio is always an issue. The file corrupts. And so we've just kind of, as we transition into this new kind of content phase of the business, we're getting to grips with just making content consistently every single day and making great content. We're definitely still in training wheel stage. That's definitely been the challenge, but I think we're doing a great job. So that's been Carter Team's update for this month. It's been a super, super busy month. Tons of stuff happening in game dev, in just development of the product, development of plugins, the conversation engine, and of course on content. Tons of stuff is going on, and next month's update is going to be really, really fun because all of this stuff that's been in development for ages is being pushed live very, very soon. Next month's update also will include a bit more information about a hackathon that we're hosting. Not too much to say about that just yet, but the community is already really excited. We've got a bunch of signups already, very, very early. This has been May. Thank you very much for watching. See you next month.